Warning: due to the graphic content in this program, viewer discretion is advised.
It started with a call to 911 that sent shockwaves through the city of Jacksonville, Florida. A young mother claimed she woke up to find her 5-year-old daughter missing. The back door was unlocked, she said, and Taylor was gone. At first, it looked like a tragic case of a child who wandered off, or worse, was taken.
Hey, tell us what happened.
I woke up this morning and started getting
John,
away
the 27, you can cancel that.
She wasn't in the room.
Okay. Have you had any problems with anybody? Okay. Anything unusual? Okay. Do you live by yourself?
Me and her.
Okay. Go ahead. Yeah. Go ahead.
We'll search your house.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, and they said back door. I think the back. Thanks. All right. Okay. Okay. So, any problems with anyone else as far as?
Didn't see her.
That's it. Okay. All right. And there was been no dispute or anything like that. Any arguments with anyone else? All right. Okay. What's her full name?
The officer asks for the little girl's name and a physical description. Light-skinned, she says. 5 years old. No medical issues. Not on any medication. And has she ever tried to leave the house before? Messed with locks. Tried to run.
Okay, so doesn't take any medication or anything like that. Okay. Has she done this before as far as anything like try to leave or get out or mess with locks or anything like that? Okay. Okay. And as far as you, no problems with anyone like out of the ordinary? Any neighbors, anything like that? Okay. Have you recently taken any parks or anything? Okay.
Another question. Any strange activity lately? No, she says. Nothing unusual. No weird neighbors. Nothing out of the ordinary. She's building a wall, trying to make the scene look sterile, safe, normal. But what she doesn't realize is that this very conversation will end up as evidence. But the more investigators listened, the more the mother's story started to fall apart. That mother was 27-year-old Brianna Williams, a U.S. Navy petty officer, decorated, intelligent, someone you'd expect to protect and provide for her child. Instead, the truth that unraveled in the days that followed would reveal a very different version of who Brianna really was. Investigators began working the case immediately. But they noticed something strange. From the very beginning, Brianna refused to cooperate. She stopped answering questions. She gave inconsistent timelines. And when detectives pressed harder, her story shifted. As they dug deeper, they discovered that no one had seen Taylor in months. Not a neighbor. Not a relative. Not even a teacher. Taylor had disappeared long before Brianna ever picked up the phone to report her missing. That's when technology stepped in. Investigators pulled Brianna's phone records and GPS data. What they found painted a grim picture. Her phone had traveled to a remote wooded area in rural Alabama just weeks before Taylor was reported missing. That same wooded area would soon become the center of the investigation. On November 12, 2019, human remains were discovered near a dirt road in Marengo County, Alabama. Days later, those remains were confirmed to be that of 5-year-old Taylor Rose Williams. By then, Brianna had stopped talking altogether. At some point in the case, Brianna's chief shows up to brief her on the case, to let her know she is now a person of interest. As soon as she hears the words come out of his mouth, this was her reaction.
I hate watching bad news, stuff like that on the news, and I hate going back and forth with it, everything's going on. But, now they're saying that you're a person of interest now. I mean, oh shit. Open the door. Oh shit, yeah. Try some napkins or something. You okay? Awesome. Yeah, take that. I don't know why they were saying that. Let's take a sip. I don't know why exactly they would say something like that. You need to go back to your room and lay down and everything. Say it again. Hey, you gotta say something. Say something. You need to go to medical. Williams, are you okay? Williams, you need to go to medical. You want me to take you to medical? Sorry. Take it to the ER. All right. Oh, shit. You not no Williams, talk to me, Williams, talk to me.
Just minutes later, as the pair were en route to the hospital, the worst happened.
Faint pulse. Oh shit. No. Oh my god. Ah, shit. Run it. Oh, shit. No, you're not gonna go. No. Fuck. Come on. You ain't going on me like that. Come on. Shot.
Authorities believe she had ingested toxic substances like laundry detergent after learning her daughter's remains had been discovered. But this case was far from over. Inside Brianna's Jacksonville apartment, police found even more disturbing evidence. Bloodstains, trash, rotten food, signs of long-term neglect. One closet door had markings suggesting that Taylor may have been confined for extended periods of time. Authorities believe she may have been punished, isolated, or left alone for days while her mother went to work. It was the kind of environment no child should ever live in. And while Brianna may have tried to paint herself as a grieving mother, the evidence said otherwise. In March of 2022, Brianna pleaded guilty to second-degree murder. Not because she confessed willingly, but because the evidence left her no other choice. During her sentencing hearing in September of that year, the courtroom sat in silence as witness after witness shared the truth about Taylor's final months. Neighbors, investigators, experts, each one helped paint a picture of what this little girl endured. Then came Brianna's statement. She did not speak aloud. Instead, a written apology was submitted to the court. In it, she said she had failed as a mother, a protector, and as a decent human being. She said she would be punished every day for losing her baby. But for many, those words came too little, too late. Judge Kevin Blosh handed down the maximum sentence, life in prison. He told the courtroom that Taylor was not valued, that she was left alone, uncared for, forgotten, and that this tragedy didn't have to happen. The girl Brianna claimed to love was treated like a burden, hidden away when inconvenient, erased when her absence became impossible to explain. Taylor Rose Williams was only 5 years old. She deserved better. This case was never about a sudden disappearance. It was about a slow and painful unraveling, a life lost long before anyone noticed. It forced people to ask the hard questions. How can someone so accomplished hide something so dark? How many signs were missed? And why did it take a GPS signal to finally find the truth? For now, Brianna Williams will spend the rest of her life behind bars. But for Taylor, justice comes not just in a sentence, but in the telling of her story. In making sure no one forgets her name. And in shining a light on the lies that tried to cover her memory. Because children do not vanish without warning. Someone always knows. And the truth always finds a way out. If you want more truth behind the tape, make sure you subscribe to Women Are Evil Too. We expose the stories that were never supposed to be told.